Hey guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. I just want to give you guys a channel announcement and tell you that I'll be doing live streams every night between 7:30 to 8 o'clock. I'll be starting the streams from here on in. So tune in for the live streams, hit up my channel. You'll see a future notification in your YouTube thing if you have the bell turned on, and we'll talk to you guys in a live stream. Between 7:30 to 8 o'clock, they'll be starting consistently. So thank you so much, and here's the video. I would say that after all this, Vegas needs to rise from the ashes like a phoenix in the desert. But then we already have a phoenix, so that would be very confusing to people in Phoenix and in Las Vegas. So let's call this the New Vegas Order. What happens next in Las Vegas? What happens to get people excited and get the money flowing and get everything turned back on? I got 4 things, and I got this right here. And if you know what this is without looking at Wikipedia, you let me know in the comments below. My name is Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. This is 4 ways that I think Vegas can rise up again, get some money flowing through the doors so we can start our recovery. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to go over to Teespring, hit up some merchandise, or go to Patreon, that supports me too, and you can be in the credits, or you can just comment on this video and share it somewhere. How can Vegas come back and rebound like a rubber band, like a V shape, instead of having a long, arduous uphill battle? Well, the way I see it is simple. People love value, and the value proposition has to be there. Now, as a local here since 2004, I certainly remember 2008, 2009, 2010. Of course, the economy blasted off in recent years, but those were tough times in Las Vegas. A few things I remember were deals for locals. So that's the first thing up here. Deals for Las Vegas locals. You know, time was that the locals went to the Strip. We took in the shows. We went to the restaurants. We can't afford that, most of us right now. If the average person in the United States makes like $36,000 per person or something like that, then that's before taxes. That means that we're doing a little bit worse here in Nevada. Sorry, it's true. How can you afford to go to a $400 Golden Knights game or to a $150 per person show at the Bellagio to see the O? Well, I think the Vegas local deals will most definitely be back. So if you're a local and you're watching this, or you have any friends that are out here, get to be friends with the Vegas local. In 2008, when the economy took a dive, there was some stellar deals. You could go over to the Rio and eat their all-you-can-eat crab's legs buffet with some of the best food in town. Buy one, get one free. Go to the Rio, eat the Rio buffet for $30 for 2 people. All you had to do was show your local ID. That was an amazing offer. Station Casinos, a local company here, ran specials just based on the locals. They ran billboards all over town. It said, "We heart locals." And they really, really did, until everybody else in the country had money, and then the locals just totally went away. But that's to be expected. So for a brief period, I know, we know, that you know, locals in Vegas love to go and do the casino thing. So why go to the Gold Coast when you can go on the Strip to the Planet Hollywood? Bring back the deals for locals with different promotions. I have some ideas for the magazine that I work with. I have to start pitching them to these casinos, and if anybody's listening, contact me, because I can get you guys some great advertising. Even regular folks, send me an email. Number 2. Tons and tons of deals with digital Groupons. Now, I imagine and envision that if the casinos are listening, they're going to form into some kind of an alliance, or maybe they just split it off if they remain as big as they are. Who knows if they're going to be splitting off the companies. Do you think the casinos are going to sell companies like properties off? I don't see anybody going bankrupt, but just a side note, do you think that MGM is going to sell more properties? Do you think Caesars is going to have to sell some stuff? But I could see them forming into an alliance like Groupon. Groupon is just basically a site that facilitates digital deals for people. Well, there's tons of Groupons here already. So even if the casinos don't do it, I can see Groupon being a bigger deal than ever. I can see a new digital marketing agency coming in and getting with MGM, Caesars Palace, the Wynn, and the Adelson properties, Las Vegas Sands, and getting into the deal for digital coupons. Get people on an app, get them buying things for pennies on the dollar. See, the buffet food, they buy it set contracts, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months at a time. A year at a time. They have to sell the food, so why not sell it for less money and you can benefit? Plus, when you're in their app, They can offer you more stuff, push you shows, do add-ons, do upsells. That would be smart for them, but better for us, the consumer. Number 3, I see tons of show deals happening, especially since that's something people might be a little bit camera shy about actually going and partaking in. Now, at this point of the video, I probably had a few comments that say, I'm not coming back to Vegas for 2 years or until there's a vaccine. And that's good for you, and that's not good for that person right there. I have to point out, everybody is a little bit different. I probably am not going to ever go skydiving. It's just what I don't want to do, but some people do want to go skydiving, and they're going to pay their hard-earned money to go up 30,000 feet in an airplane and float over Las Vegas in the desert, and that's for them. So if you're coming back to Vegas, expect deals for the shows. Whether or not we're all filling up the theaters, maybe that happens a year or 2 years from now, I expect those show deals are going to be there because they have to drive people in and get them used to doing what they already did before. This could mean that you're getting Cirque du Soleil Bellagio tickets at the O Show for $75 a person versus $150. This could mean that the most expensive shows are ridiculously cheap. This could mean that shows are free with buffet dinners or dining packages or even just rooms. But I expect that they would be smart to put in deals for the shows. Number 4, looser slots. This is a question. This is a weird question. Will the slots get looser? If we learned anything from Circus Circus back in the 70s, they could get looser. You see, Circus Circus loosened their slots when they hired a slot attendant from what was called the Sahara Lake Tahoe at the time, and they realized that every penny they paid out, or every dollar they paid out, 99 cents of that dollar went right back into the slot machine. Get people on a machine, get them gambling, pay them really well to stay on the machine, they tend to put more money into the machine. On a side note, this is also the reason that some places in this world, not Las Vegas, have little counters on the screen to show you how much you've actually spent, won, and lost, because we play on the game psychology in Las Vegas to keep you on the machines for a longer time. But looser slots would definitely entice people to gamble a lot more, keep them on the main strip, but how would downtown compete? Downtown's known to have looser slots in Las Vegas than any other part of the city. We can add some more to this list off the top of my head. We can add resort fees. I've said in the past in a video that we should take resort fees and we should itemize them and give consumers a choice. Make a base resort fee of, say, $15, and then say, hey, want to use the pool? That's an extra $10. Want the high-speed internet? That's a $10 fee. Want to do this? Want to do that? Free parking, whatnot. Do it an a la carte type of resort fee, because a la carte resort fees are very good for people. People feel like they have a choice. They feel empowered and they don't feel taken advantage of. If every resort charged a $15 base resort fee, their revenue streams will go down. But people would buy into the things and maybe not even use them. So if you're buying into the pool, not using the pool, that's good for the property. Buying into the high-speed internet, not using it because heck knows it's a pain in the butt to get your phone online, good for the property. Bad for the consumer, but again, make your decisions. I guarantee you, one time you spent $50 on resort fees and didn't use any of them. Next time you would just take the base $15 fee. You wouldn't feel taken advantage of, and you might even blame yourself for not utilizing the things that are in the resort fee instead of the properties. Resort fees are predatory. Other people accuse me of saying the resort fees should stay because I want to be Joe Hotel talking about the hotels out here and being on their side and getting on their payroll. Not the case. It's a profit stream that's not going away. We have to get used to it. It's just the way it is. Once people get used to a habit, it's a dirty habit. The casinos are used to this dirty habit called resort fees. I know smokers that will spend their last $5 on a pack of cigarettes when what they really need is a gallon of gas in their car. So you know what I'm talking about. The last thing here we can talk about here is paid parking. Paid parking, one of the stupidest things the resorts ever did. The reason they did it was simple. MGM Resorts, MGM Grand particularly, noticed that people were parking in their parking structure for days at a time. They thought, where are these people going? We don't think they're in the casino for days at a time. So they looked at their closed circuit camera system and noticed them walking across the street to McCarran International Airport with suitcases. Ah, they said, they're using our parking instead of the long-term airport parking and saving all this money. Hey, let's just charge everybody for parking, and if you're staying at the hotel and spending enough money, we might just validate it for you. This spiraled out of control. There was protests online. Everybody said, I'm not coming to Vegas anymore. I'm from California and I drive in. How dare you? And they still kept coming. So since MGM did it, all the properties started doing it. And to their credit, the Wynn has opened up parking. It's now free again. They just want to get traffic through the door. That was last year. But if you take away the paid parking, people are much more inclined to look at you as the good guy. That's the smallest revenue stream that they have. It's the most ridiculous revenue stream that they have. Hey, and while you're at it, why don't you get rid of mandatory valet charges? Why don't you make it so I can tip the valet if he's hustling and running around like a crazy person doing a great job? Because if you have to pay $15 to park your car for 2 hours at the property, not a lot of people tipping those valets. You're just basically taking money out of their mouths. Now, if you know a valet and you know that their pay went up, which is possible, you tell me in the comments below. But I think paid parking is something that needs to go the way of the dodo in Las Vegas, and that's a value proposition thing. And everything on this list, the 4 I had and the 2 off the top of my head that I didn't have down here, all value proposition things that would make it a lot more palatable on the wallet to come back to Las Vegas. Now's the time of the video where by now there's comments that say nobody has any money, nobody's coming back to Vegas, we're going into a global recession, there's going to be 35% unemployment. This could be true, but people will always afford to travel. People will save up for a year just to come back here. People will spend a $1,200 stimulus check, maybe wisely, maybe unwisely, just to come back here. So if they're coming back, I think we owe a responsibility to the people to give them some value. And that's my video today, and you tell me what you think, if you agree, if you disagree. But I want to see people treated better here in Las Vegas. I want to see you treated better. I want to see people not taken advantage of. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to videos. Make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Leave us a comment. If you want to get a coffee mug or a shirt, I'm making some new stuff that's fun in Vegas. Hit up the Teespring store or the Patreon, and you can be in the credits just like these folks and see videos that I don't put on YouTube. Now's the time in the video where I say 3, 2, 1, click, and we roll the credits. So 3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching. See me tonight, 7:45 live stream, and click.